Ooh. That's more like it, boys. Yep. Wow, he hit that thing slow. He's all up in the... Wow, how big are you? Pretty big. River rats, I don't know very many things, but I do know if you want to go kayak fishing, you need water and you need fish. And for once in the past half a decade, we have water. Not sure about the fish. I'm gonna try to figure that out. So let's go. I'm not saying that it's weird that I get to kayak fish creeks, but it's been so long since I've done it where I felt like I might actually have a shot at catching a big fish that I don't even know what to think. I guess I'm trying not to get my hopes up. Oh, there's a goose. Try not to get my hopes up or startle too much wildlife. I mean, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. So yeah, surprisingly, this little creek at this water level anyways, is kind of tricky. You know, you better be careful. It's not super high, but it's high enough where you got enough flow and it's tight. You know, everything's narrow, all that stuff. And you hit a log, you get spun sideways. That's a great way to flip and, you know, end up getting pushed up against a log, which is something you don't really want. I do promise you that. This spot doesn't look super prime, but it looks all right. I mean, on a short float, hitting marginal places isn't a big deal, because you don't have that many places to hit. My bungee's loose. This is actually Ella's kayak that I'm borrowing for creek duty. It weighs 1 step above nothing at all. So it's a great one for, you know, when you don't have a boat ramp and stuff. Okay. I'm sure I'm exceeding the weight limit on this kayak. Not a whole lot of wiggle room between the water line and the top. If I get lucky and put like a 50-pounder in it, we're probably going to be exceeding the weight limit. We'll figure it out. Got to get there first. And I brought the lighter outfits. So like I said, it's a little early for flatheads, so we're going to run into some chans and like to have some fun with it. But I don't know, we definitely have a shot. You got 50-pound braid. I mean, this is a PC Fun Alios 300. Puts out like 25 pounds of drag, and 50-pound braid, and ended up putting 60-pound leader on it. This is a medium dial wilderness where it's got some flex, but it's got a little bit of backbone. It'll be a fun fight if we hook anything over 10 pounds. It'll be a fun fight on the 5-pounders even. Oh yeah, set that thing to terminate. Put the thumb on the spool and lean into them. Man, I hope I get to do that. Got some creek chubs in there somewhere, but I netted a couple green sunfish, so we'll start with them. Wonderful flathead bait anytime flatheads are biting. Shans like them too, sometimes more than I care. Although, the nice thing about this is the channel cats will be a good time on this gear too. I think I'll put the small one a little closer than the big one. Actually, you know what? We're going to put them both in the junk. Whatever. Oh, that's immediately snagged. We'll see if the current will work it out of there. It's not very deep, or there's a lot of junk. Oh yeah, there's some depth. That one's sitting on some junk, which that kind of sucks, but whatever. We'll give her 5-10 minutes and hopefully a big one squiggles on out of there. Well, first bend in the river, didn't produce an actual bite. Did almost produce a broken fishing rod, but avoided that. Anyway, we're gonna slide on down and keep checking it out. Anytime I see brush on little creeks like this, I always get nervous if it's blocking the whole river or not. Can't tell yet. I can see geese on the other side of it though. Not that that really applies to anything I'm actually talking about at the moment. It definitely has brush going all the way across. I think we can slide her around without too much hassle. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna throw a bait at it. That I do know. I figured there'd be some of that on this basically windy ditch that I'm fishing. And it did not disappoint. No bites. And I've been sitting here thinking about what's going to be the safest and most efficient way of doing this. And I haven't came up with a good idea. All I know is it's not going to be very enjoyable. Yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff like pinned to the front of it and like floating and probably not real solid. Well, that's kind of solid. Still think going up and around is going to be the smarter way of doing this, so that's what I'm going to do. Sure, I'm glad I brought the light kayak. Going down was definitely easier than going up, but sometimes it's too easy and end up in the water, but well, end up in the water in a way you didn't want to. We made it. Hopefully that's the only one. I have a feeling it won't be, but the only thing I know for certain was rocks were a bad choice, and you won't hear me say that very much. Should have thought that through, but it's tough to remember everything. Gonna have to hose everything off real good when I get home. Or not, just let her dry. Well, I hit a handful more spots and some stuff looked okay. Nothing looked amazing, but didn't even get a nibble. That's okay though. You know, first one of the year is just practice, right? I got a week of guide trips on the big river next week, and then some scouting stuff I gotta do, but I'll be right back in the kayak again after that. Hopefully they're up the creeks by then. Definitely gonna try. Well, the water's still up, still muddy, but it's a few weeks later and the water's a fair amount warmer, and I'm hoping the fish are up here this go around. I mean, if not, that's all right. Enjoying some time on the water, but we'll scope some spots out on the way up. I have a spot in mind. I'm gonna do a little night fishing. And you don't need to fish at night to catch catfish or even flathead catfish, but you can definitely get them at night. And I didn't have much time during the day. I had to edit and a handful of other things, but I don't feel bad fishing them at night at all. Only thing bad is my allergies right now. that's all right. Just means it's flathead season. All right. Well, nothing in this hole looks remotely close to what it did in my memory from 2 years ago, which is, I mean, creek years as far as holes go is like dog years on a big river. You know, it changes almost every time you have high water, so it's not a surprise, but nothing looks amazing, so I'm probably gonna hit 2 or 3 spots. I really prefer to sit on one and camp for a while, but we're looking for that rando fish. So we do have some fun baits. I like it when you can lip your bait. One thing about Iowa, where I'm at, if you catch it on rod and reel and you can legally keep it to eat it, you can legally use it for bait. Now, if you catch it in a cast net, it doesn't work that way, but, or any kind of net, I guess. Yeah, you catch it on hook and line. Now, there's some I'm not going to use, like I'm not going to use a muskie. But crappies, love using me some crappies. Oh yeah, love hearing a big splash. Well, he ended up on the outside, so we'll put him on the outside. And I nose hooked him because we're in some current, some pretty good current. Well, must have been him freaking out, yeah. Wow, he's really freaking out. Anybody is down there, ain't no secret that crappie's there. He's a good one. What else we got in here? Old bluegill. Yeah, if it was a little bit slower water, I'd hook him through the back, tail, whatever. But it is not. Been playing around with these Hooker's terminal tackle. I think they're the Mad Catters. Like them so far overall. Ooh, I like where he's at too. I don't know, my opinion don't matter much, so hopefully Mr. Ugly Face is down there. Either nobody's hungry or nobody's here. 20 minutes and I'm gonna slide down a little bit. It's already cooling off. Thankfully I brought a sweatshirt or two. I have stumbled upon a few flatheads. The footage just didn't turn out on one, and the other ones were on guide trips, so I don't film those. The water's, well, it's not that cold, it's not that warm. It's kind of a cool day, no clouds. Not super optimistic, but can't catch them if you don't go. We'll try a different spot. Huh? It came off. It's hard to set the hook when you got lights in your eyes. There's Charlie Chan, yeah. Can feel the bite marks across the middle of them actually. Probably never had the hook. Got me excited though. I'll turn him into cut bait. Well, my crappie got off the hook somehow, so I got a sunfish on this one. I think he was getting picked on by a channel cat, but I don't know. No flatheads seem to be moving around. keep chipping away just in case. Oop. Startled me. Is that a flathead? Pull it down there, bud. We'll never know. Kind of acted like one, but didn't hook up. So he got it this time. It's in one's mouth. I think they're both getting bit. That one's on. This one's bigger though. This fish is just holding on to it and swimming around with it right now. That's kind of weird. Not very flatheady bite. Oh, popped out of his mouth too. Huh. That sucks. We're getting action though. I don't think they're giant fish. That one definitely wasn't. I don't know, it's weird. Almost as weird as the reflection of this headband light on my head. We got him for the moment. He is small, at least by the standards I'm looking for. But he's spunky. Where'd he go? He's not that small, I guess. Happy I finally hooked one. Chucky. Oop. I thought I might have been getting tormented by you. Jerk. They're not nice fish. Oh, that didn't feel very good. But I'm glad I got a fish. Yeah, these guys are on the prowl this evening. This doesn't necessarily mean there aren't any flatheads in here, but these guys wouldn't be as tuned up if there were some big dogs running around. Hey, we're catching something. That was right in the face. Yeah. I think we got another one. Well, maybe a little better one. Shaky one. Forktail one, I think. It's over the other line. Oh! Yeah, he's definitely over the other line. I don't know if that helped or hurt. Oh, it's not a forktail one. Hey, turn the light up for him. That is what we were looking for. Oh. Not super sized, not even a little. Actually, quite delicious sized. I was thinking about leaving. Now I might have to stay a little bit longer. Sweet. Makes me wonder if them other ones weren't little flatheads. You're like, how come you didn't keep that one? So it's pretty late and really just don't feel like cleaning it. So the skeeter started biting, and then I caught a flathead. Not saying it's related, but or it might just be because I forgot bug spray in a thermocell. But either way, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time to see what happens. Ooh, that's more like it, boys. Yep. Wow, he hit that thing slow. I have no idea where he's at. Sounds like he's up on the bank. He freaked out. No, he's still freaking out. Ooh. Yes. He's all up in the water. Wow. How big are you? Pretty big. Nice floating. Still on the bank. Barely. Oh, stay in there. Where you at? How big are you? Just all this fight's right here at the kayak. Stay out of them sticks. Oh yeah, that's a big one. Easy there, fella. Yeah, that's a dandy. Come here. Jeez. He is a special kind of tuned up. Oh. Open your mouth. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's what we were after. Oh yeah. Hooked very, very well. Yeah, he just, as soon as I came tight on him, holy cow, he erupted, I think you might say. I just forget how powerful they are at short distances. Like hooking one of these in a boat from 40 yards away or whatever, okay, that's one thing. But hooking one in a kayak when you're like 20 feet away, different critter all together. That's a good one. Oh. I said I might come back to the spot. I think I'll come back to this spot. Oh. Yep. One more look. That's what I was really hoping for. I wasn't sure if we were gonna get it. Actually didn't feel very good about us getting it, but we got a good one. And back in she goes. Okay, see if we can get a little. Okay. She didn't splash me because the kayak was in the way. The skeeter started biting. So did the flatheads. I couldn't get over how it just wouldn't quit. I mean, hooked it, it went crazy, and then just kept going. Dandy of a fish. Well, there's a moth. I think on that note, I'm gonna get rolling because it's 1 in the morning, and I have a doctor's appointment at 7. And by the time I untangle lines, paddle back, drag my kayak to my truck, and get home, shower, doesn't leave a lot of room for sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna get rolling. But hope you enjoyed that video. That's pretty awesome. Was not expecting that fish, but I'll take him anytime. So yeah, that's cool. I'm still jacked on it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate the heck out of it. Hope you catch a giant.